Do they even have that? For Summer, Monty's painful smile/grimace was heart-wrenching. You shouldn't even be up here. You should be in bed. And miss all the fun? No way. You better get her into position, Tidus recommended. Our attackers have split into two groups. One is moving ahead to slow us down. Be assured, Summer, all will work out. And recall, the FWV-140 is a 4 million Bocus-class warship. It has substantial armament and defenses. I will attempt to keep our vessel aligned properly for optimal targeting efficiency. I appreciate that, because it's going to take a lot more than beginner's luck to pull this one off. Summer sat at the weapons station of the ship the crew had nicknamed the 40, short for 140, while Monty sat in the secondary control seat. They strapped in, which was another activity that brought a twist of agony to Monty's face. Summer noticed. I'm fine, he said. Just concentrate, sweetie. This shouldn't last more than a few minutes, and then I'll get back to bed. I promise. Summer scanned the control console and triple-screen layout on the bulkhead in front of her. Okay, what do I do? Since you're new at this, and we have one gunner, we'll only use the starboard battery. Tidus will keep us facing the enemy ships in that direction, so that will make it easier. Monty pointed to the keypad to the left of the center control stick. This is your target indicator and battery selector. You have 2 cannons on each side, and then one forward and one aft. Each cannon has 2 barrels. You can assign different targets to each barrel, but for now we'll keep them married, so you won't have to worry about that. The dual foot pedals on the deck are for selecting which cannon you're using. Again, don't worry about that. We'll have both cannons focused on the same target. So 4 bolts for each shot. That's right. Monty tapped on the larger center screen. The computer will paint each target. You use the keypad on the left to indicate which target you want the bolts to go to. The buttons below the main selector will zoom in and allow you to refine the targeting using the control stick. Since all bolts are ballistic in nature, you will have to lead the targets using the joystick, just like duck hunting back home. Remember? I know about leading a target, Dad. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I was a better shot than you back then, and I'm certainly a better one now. Nothing personal. Some of us just have it and some don't. She smiled at the big man. All I have to do is learn a new weapon system. Of course, this is a lot bigger than anything I've used before. Monty nodded, a proud smile on his face. What she said was true. Summer always had extraordinary eye-to-hand coordination. Tap the buttons to indicate a leading direction. The computer will calculate the speed and direction of the target, factor in our relative speed and direction, and set the intercept point fairly accurately. The 4 millions are the best in the galaxy with electronics, so you have a state-of-the-art weapon system at your command. So have some fun. This ain't no game, Daddy. I know, just trying to lighten the mood. Now the button on the backside of the stick is the firing control. All you need to do is place a few 4-bolt barrages to the center of the targets, and that should make these cartel bastards think twice about capturing the ship. He patted her back. You'll do fine. Seems like a lot of moving parts. I prefer my compound bow. You should see the big boys operate a firing console. It's like watching a conductor directing an orchestra, with feet working the pedals, fingers dancing over the keys, and hands working the joysticks. And this ship has dual weapon stations. We have to keep her away from the Gratis cartel. She could be a real killer in the wrong hands. Monty tapped the screen again. See, the computer already has the 6 ships in range and targeted. You could tab between them with the button on the left side of the joystick. I would target this one to begin with and send him a welcoming kiss. He pointed at a location on the center screen. Summer gripped the control stick, watching the circle on the screen jump from target to target as she pressed the side button. When it came to the designated bogey, she tapped a button on the keypad, and the flashing circle locked on target. She had never been shy about taking the shot, either in archery or during her time on the DC SWAT team. She didn't hesitate here either. The combatants were about 10,000 kilometers from one another, so the bolts, traveling at nearly the speed of light, took only a split second to reach their destination.